Chrissy from my YouTube channel, Chrissy Love. Thanks so much for being here to talk about fragrance with me. If you've already subscribed, awesome. Welcome to the family. I'm glad you're here. If you haven't yet, go on and do it. Let's do it. Let's have a good time. You can also check out my Instagram channel, which is all perfume related, and I also have a perfume merch store. So check that out in the links below. Today I'm talking about my experience with Noteworthy fragrance. So Noteworthy is a company that you go on their website and you take a personalized quiz, and then they send you 4 perfumes to try. They tell you very little about them. They're just like numbered with just like digits. And then you get with that a $25 credit to use on a full-size perfume bottle, or you can get a refund if you don't like any of them. And the reviews on this are really stellar. Like, people say they found their signature scent this way. They're just like blown away with how accurate they got to their scent profiles and what their preferences for fragrance were. And so I thought I had to give it a try. I did spend $25 to do this. It was not a gift or anything from the company. And I did get 4 scents. I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I'm not buying any of these. Perfume, God, I am so picky with perfume. I mean, you tell me I'm gonna love it and I probably will hate it. You know, it's so subjective. But I did find some that are pretty decent. They're pretty decent. So let's talk about them. So I only got 4, of course. I didn't get their full range, but let's talk about it. So number 8 was the first one I got, and that in the package. And it has notes of pear, gardenia, and sandalwood. And on first spray on my skin, this was like a sparkling candied pear with a hint of woodiness. So they did tap into that gourmand bone that I have a little bit. But the dry down, unfortunately, the florals came out more in it. It became really heavy florals with pear, with a little bit of sweetness. But it's very ladylike. It's pretty. You know, I think pear is always uplifting and kind of like a nice note. But performance-wise was very strong. It was great. And it's a solid perfume, a solid blend, just not a love for me. But I probably will wear this sample around. Then there was number 551. And this has notes of lily of the valley, amber, and sandalwood. And this is really kind of a dusty sandalwood on me, which I hate. Like, sandalwood has to be tempered with a lot of sweetness or other notes for me. I don't like sandalwood. And I'm trying to recall what I put in this quiz with them, but I'm pretty sure I didn't say I liked earthy, perfumey type scents. I'm pretty sure I would have said sandalwood because I know I don't like sandalwood. So I honestly feel like there are probably scents on the website that would have worked better for me. They should have sent me instead, but that's okay. It's an online quiz. It's all subjective. But amazing performance, very strong, just a big old no because of it's pretty much just sandalwood to me. Number 841, which has notes of bergamot, cedarwood, and musk. So yeah, it smelled like bergamot on top of a cedar wood plank on my skin. The dry down reminded me a lot of wood sage and sea salt by Jo Malone, with just a little less woodiness and a little more citrus. It leaned very masculine though on my skin, very fresh. It's very strong performance. You know, I might use up the sample, but it's definitely not a lifer for me. And lastly, they gave me 441, which has notes of spices, musk, and amber. And on first spray, it was really like an amber cupcake on me. It was kind of like sweet, buttercreamy with some amber in there. It reminded me in the dry down a lot of Burberry Her. So it was actually kind of fruity in a really in a gourmand way and kind of a cakey way. So this is probably the closest to my vibe. Maybe I'll get a bottle. I don't know. We'll see. And the performance is very strong on it. So as they all are. So I would say overall Noteworthy has quality scents. They're fairly unique scents. They're good blends. But I don't think that you should really buy into the hype of, because I took a quiz, they're going to give me my scent for life. I mean, I think that the minority is really loud. People who like had a good experience are very loud. I think most people probably got this box and were like, they're pretty good, you know, they're fine. And that was kind of it. So yeah, I mean, they were definitely worth giving a try. I think they would do better as a business model to actually just send out samples of all their scents and let us try all of them. Let us like really find the scent for us, show us the whole lot. I don't like this idea of like, all right, I have numbers 441, 841, 551, And I have no idea how many others there are out there that I might actually have liked better if you would just give me a chance to try them. And I think $25 for 4 samples is bad. I don't think that's a very good price. I'm just going to say it. I don't think it's a good price. So I'm not in love with Noteworthy or the concept or the fragrances. But if you like gourmands, all I can say is number 441 is probably going to be the closest to what you really like. That's what I got. So thanks. Let me know your thoughts on Noteworthy. If anyone else has tried it, I would really love to hear about your experiences and which ones worked for you. Yeah, love to hear from you. Thanks so much for being here. Hope you have a very beautiful day.